All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Urban Spokesman. It is Chris Sanders here. So today I want to talk about the DOT proposing a 14th Street style busway on 34th Street. We're going to have a miracle on 34th Street. And so this is going to be the sequel to the 14th Street style busway that improves speeds improved the number of people using it, 30%, improved the speeds by like 20%, like good. And to be honest, if they can actually further like make upgrades to the street, it'll look fantastic. The bones are there. Now let's make it nice. Actually, that would be a great pedestrian space. Like that would be a great spot to like fully pedestrianize right now. Um, all right, it's the sequel we've been waiting for. The Department of Transportation is planning on bringing a 14th Street style busway to 34th Street in Midtown Manhattan, according to community board members and elected officials who were briefed on the plan. Those who've seen it call it a true transformation of one of the most transit accessible blocks in the Western Hemisphere. That is correct. As you know, I used to live in Harlem, but now I live here in the Herald Square area, which is right around sandwiches 34th Street. And let me tell you, the traffic and chaos on 34th Street is incredible. I think that given the nature of 34th Street, we should make it 100% for buses and 100% for people. Something to note. The community board looked at this on Wednesday. They had a long meeting. It went into the night till like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And what they came away with is that they all support it. They always supported it. They all love it. It's great. Look, do it yesterday. Hurry up, Dot. Put it on the schedule. Oh, please put it on the schedule. Let's get this done. Let's get this W. We love W's. So what else? Banning through traffic from cars on 14th Street resulted in buses moving 24% faster and helped grow ridership by 30%. So that's why community boards 4, 5, and 6, they want the 14th Street style treatment on 34th Street. So look, we have a statement from my city council person, Keith Powers. The M14 has proven the model here, say Keith Powers, who said he rides the bus every day. If you dedicate a big chunk of corridor to bus service, you will see strong results. I ride the M34. I see how slow they can be, and I walk out on the M14 and I see how important it is to move these buses quicker. Powers also noted that while Long Island Railroad and over a dozen subway lines go to 34th Street, the corridor lacks a true fast crosstown public transit mode, which the busway can fix. It's got almost every subway line going through it. But what is kind of missing is that critical crosstown connection. If you live in Long Island City and you take the ferry over, then you can hop on a faster bus. Or if you live at Waterside Plaza and you rely on that bus because it's the only thing right outside your house, if you can shave 10 minutes or so off coming crosstown, that is a game changer for you. Leaning into busway and fast bus service will make a big difference for a whole lot of New Yorkers, he said. Well, there you go. And if the DOT follows through, it will cap almost 20 years of planning to do something big for bus riders on 34th Street. The idea of putting a busway there first popped up in 2008 when then Mayor Mike Bloomberg's DOT proposed banning car traffic between 5th and 6th Avenue. That plan went down in flames. Oh, God. Bloomberg should have drowned them in money and did it anyway. Um, no, yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, you need the community. That plan did go down in flames, and that plan went down in flames probably in a small part due to the community board at the time probably was in favor. I'm speculating here. The community board probably wasn't favorable to it at the time. I'm like, a lot of times they're just blockers, and city council people, sometimes they can be like, they have old like brainworms, old thinking, like thinking that people in New York City of all places are going to be driving like like 90% ride public transportation or walk or ride a bike. They do something other than drive, like 90, probably 97, 98, 99%. Like, it's insane how many, like, and every car driver who gets off anywhere in the area is going to be someone who is going to be walking at some point. Or taking the public transit. Some people park their car, they get here, they park the car in the garage or on the street, and then they take the public transit to go wherever else they need to go, so they can avoid racking up so many parking fees and parking tickets. So what I would say is, like, let me know what you think of this. Like, uh 14th Street style busway on 34th Street. I hope they do things like adding, making it a plaza like, but with a bus going through it. Like, expand the sidewalk even further, shrink the busway, shrink the street down. So if you shrink the street down, what can happen is it's easier for people to cross the street. Right now, the street feels wide, very wide, and so it takes a minute to cross the street. But if we can shrink that down to just 2 lanes, one going in each direction with a bus, I think that's probably a win. Hell, even if you just 2 lanes for buses, so that way, the bus can go around the other bus and they don't have to, bottleneck. I think that's still like significantly better than what's there right now, which is like 2 bus lanes, 2 driving lanes, and 2 parking lanes. So like, parking lanes, they're actually delivery drop-off lanes, I think. But something where it expands the sidewalk and shrinks the street further, I think is probably warranted. And yeah, so, and look, it took 20 years of planning. 20 years. It takes 20 years to change the rules and update the paint on the ground. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't feel good about that. Actually, I feel terrible about that. And you shouldn't feel good about that either, because that means we can't do anything. We are totally helpless. We are a society who can't do anything. We've prioritized hiring the rest of the world to do anything, but we can't do anything ourselves. Even paint on the ground takes 20 years. Like, I don't know. This is like throwing paint and concrete around 20 years. That's a 20-year project. I don't know. That's terrible. I do know. That's terrible. You shouldn't want that. All right. So let me know what you think about this 34th Street bus way in Manhattan. Again, here's the picture. Let's see. It's getting 3 to 7 miles per hour. It's slow as heck. I can walk faster than that. Okay, maybe not consistently, but a lot of the time, like certainly during rush hour, I can walk faster than the bus. Truly. All right. Have a good afternoon, and I will see you all later. Ciao, ciao.